special thanks to all the legislative committee secretaries of the Senate of the Philippines, a statement of support to our senators of the People's Initiative, signed by all the staff and legislative committee secretaries. Mabuhay kayo. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as you notice, we're all wearing red armbands or maroon armbands to show our disgust on this fake People's Initiative. But today, as you heard through my speech, maganda pong balita na yung araw na ito. Katulad ng binanggit ko kanina, napapasalamat po kami sa COMELEC sa pagkita nila na may pagkukulang ng rules, particularly on this issue of the PI, and therefore suspended all proceedings, and including suspending the acceptance of additional signatures. Napapasalamat po kami kay Chairman George Garcia and the whole NBank, members of the NBank committee who made the decision of the COMELEC, who made that decision. So, mabuhay po kayo. And again, as I mentioned earlier, yesterday I got a call from Undersecretary Chala Gamon. That was about 4 in the afternoon. And she asked me if I could see the President today at 10 a.m. together with Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile and our Executive Secretary, Lucas Bersamin. I'll just give my phone. So during that meeting this morning, the President had said that the situation, ang gusto lang niya ay economic provisions, but the situation is getting out of hand and people are already speculating what the possibilities of this PI could do. And so, sabi niya na he will stop. No? He said he will tell the initiators of this PI to stop the initiative, and we, as a welcome bonus, the COMELEC has also asked, or actually came out with the order to suspend all these PI discussions and collections of signatures. So the moon and the stars have aligned today for our democracy. It's for the democracy of our country. Hindi po ito para sa survival ng isang institution, hindi po ito para sa Senado. Ito po ay para sa ating demokrasya. Katulad ng binanggit ng ating mga senador, lahat ng 24 senador ay unanimous po, nagkakaisa sa puntong kailangan natin protektahan ang checks and balances ng ating demokrasya enshrined in our Constitution. So we'd like to thank God for one, and of course our institutions that have not failed us in this process. Yun po ang nagpangyayari kaninang umaga, and of course I had asked the President if I can say this. And he said, yes, you may share this to the public. Unfortunately, kaka-take off lang po niya for Vietnam, but I'm sure your different news agencies can interview him on this particular issue. I also thank former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile, the President's Chief Counsel, Chief Legal Counsel, dahil binanggit niya na kahit kailanman, hindi pwede mawala ang checks and balances ng ating Senado at Kamara de Representantes. There's always a bicameralism, and he stressed that to the President today, and he says it cannot be done that the Senate will not be able to vote separately on this particular issue of the PI. So kumukontra po si Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile. And E.S. Bersamin also concurred that it was a flawed premise in the first place. Okay yung PI, wala problema yung People's Initiative. The initiative is enshrined in the Constitution. Pero sabi niya, mali yung tanong, na hindi dapat pinag-usapan dito itong position ng PI initiators, which is to vote as one in the discussions of the amendments to the Constitution. So, that's why the President took it upon himself to say that he will exert all efforts to stop this People's Initiative. I have with me, my two senators who might want to give statements. You want to? And I'd like to put on record that the leadership of the Senate, together with the Senate Minority Floor Leader, from day one, has been with us, conceptualizing, strategizing each and every move that we'll make to be able to fight this Peking People's Initiative. Particularly, I want to make special mention dito sa ating Senate President Pro Tempore. Nung 3 weeks ago pa lang, magka-partner na po kami, nagsha-shuttle diplomacy po kami sa iba't ibang grupo, from the President to the Speaker, para lang magkaroon ng linaw at pag-aayos na hindi po tayo babagsak sa constitutional crisis. Unfortunately, hindi po masyadong nakinig yung kabila. Navy is trying to lower the temperature a bit para sa ganun ay hindi po tayo mawala sa ating unang tungkulin, which is to pass legislation for the benefit of our country. And so, I thank the President for his message this morning, which I'm sharing to you today. But let's allow our colleagues to say a few words, my dear friends.
Thank you, Mr. President. Of course, we agree with every word of your statement. But you're correct, sa nakaraang 3 linggo ay patuloy ang ating pag-uusap sa lahat ng sektor, lalo na ang mababang kapuluan, pati na rin ang Pangulo. At ang masasabi po natin, sa simula pa lang, alam na natin na yung People's Initiative sa salitang joint salita ay hindi dapat gawin dahil ito ay makakabuhat sa Senado at mawawala ang Senado, magiging unicameral. Yan po ay sa simula pa lang ay paulit-ulit 100 beses namin sinabi sa lahat ng aming pulong. Tayo po'y nagagalak na ang COMELEC ay nagkaroon ng en banc resolution today na titigil na ang pagtanggap sa mga distrito ng ating bansa ng mga napirmahan. Alam po natin, sa marami nating pag-uusap sa mga barangay, na ang pagpipirma po nila ay hindi sinalang-alang ang laman ng form. Ni isang tao po ay wala akong nakausap na naintindihan kung ano ba yung pag-amenda sa konstitusyon at ano ba ang nangyayari pag mabuwag ang sabi. Akala daw nila COMELEC registration. Akala daw nila ay may kapalit na tupad o AX. Akala daw nila ay nag-survey lang ang mga barangay. Sinuri ko po ayuda sa mga pirma ng ating mamamayan. Salamat, Senate President Zubiri, sa inyong leadership. Salamat, Majority Leader, na nagkaisa ang 24 na senators na hindi matuloy ang amyenda ng konstitusyon na siyang makakabuwag sa Senado, na siyang nag-aalaga sa kapakanan ng taong bayan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our Senate President Pro Tem, Senator
By the way,
birthday. Magandang present yun, magandang present. Siyempre sa ating inspirational leader, ang haligi ng Senado, ating Pangulo ng Senado, Senator SP Zubiri. Kamagaya tayo dito. Finally, no, tagumpay po ito ng sambayanan at muli nating i-reiterate. Maaaring parang sirang plaka na po tayo bilang isa sa mga miyembro ng Senado na kailanman ang Senado ay hindi magpapa-hostage, hindi po pwedeng i-single out o tanggalin na lang sa equation ng ganun-ganun na lamang, lalo na kung ito'y galing sa isang Peking Initiative. Ngunit hindi pa po tapos ang laban, kaya tayo po ay patuloy na magmamatsyag, magbabantay. We will continue to be vigilant na siguruhin na napoprotektahan ang ating demokrasya at karapatan ng ating mga kababayan. Taus-pusong pasasalamat din po sa COMELEC en banc dahil alam nyo naman, since day one, we have been calling their attention na hindi naman po ministerial duty lamang na basta na lamang tanggapin nila itong mga attachments at sa susunod na yung petisyon. Na parang ikaw ang korte, tatanggap ka ng mga exhibit A hanggang Z, pero wala pang kaso, hindi alam kung anong ikakaso. Ngayon, klaro po, binanggit ng COMELEC en banc, wala pong ganito at hindi ho talaga po pwede, kaya isususpinde lahat ng paggalaw patungkol sa usapin ng People's Initiative. Nagpapasalamat din tayo kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na ipinaabot sa ating leader dito sa Senado na dapat lamang talagang pigilin na itong masyadong divisive, masyadong questionable, at masyadong nagbibigay ng malaking sakit ng ulo sa bawat isa sa atin itong Peking Initiative na ito. Kaya po maraming salamat muli sa bawat isa na talagang nagbantay sa mga kababayan natin, kay Juan de la Cruz na hindi pumayag na yurakan ang kanilang karapatan, hindi po natakot na magsalita, magsumbong, magpadala ng text, magpadala ng video. Yung iba nga ho, nagpadala pa ng voice recording. Saludo po kami sa inyo at gusto namin sabing hindi po nasasayang ang inyong katapangan at ang inyong lakas ng loob upang ipaglaban ang inyong karapatan at higit sa lahat ang ating minamahal na demokrasya na tunay na buhay dito sa ating bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Well said. Thank you. So we're open to a few questions. So, ladies first, Sherry, ano muna. Tapos. Yes. No, on Tuesday. Yes. The RBH, we're having a caucus now on the particular issue on the RBH 6. Pero so I cannot answer on that particular issue. Pero I believe tuloy pa yata yung hearing ni Senator Amy bukas. Tama na? Tuloy. No, we're going to discuss that. We're going to still discuss that in caucus today. I cannot speak for myself, for the Senate. I'm not saying hindi matuloy. I'm not saying let me just take the consensus of the body on that particular issue. I think one step at a time. Gusto natin tuldukin tong PI na to di ba? Kailangan hindi pa tapos Gusto na munang tuldukin namin yan. So we have options to file legal petitions to the COMELEC, of course no longer to the Supreme Court. There's no justiciable issue anymore as far as we're concerned. But at least with the COMELEC, we'll still make an appeal na tuldukin na talaga yung peking initiative na yan. So, dyan po kami nakafocus. I can't speak for it. We'll just be in caucus. Yes. Yes. We don't want to transmit our punches, but very soon. Very soon. Of course, malalaman nyo kasi tawagan ko kayo. I promise you na kasama kayo doon.
SP, yung binigay po sa inyong assurance kanina, President, do you think that's settled? Yung issue na to?
Well, I'm sure the President will use also all his persuasive powers to do so. It's up to the petitioners and those who are behind this, whether openly or secretly, to heed the President's call. As far as we're concerned, kagandahan ng ating mamamayan, buhay ng ating mamamayan. So, importante yan.
So, ang hinihiling po natin sa 43 ay wag na ngang tumanggap ang mga EOs or election officers. Dahil, maski isa man distrito ang hindi nakakompleto, ay wala na at patay na talaga ang PI. Kaya yung pagtuldok po ng PI ngayon, na meron 43 na distritong wala pa na sumite, ay dapat sundin ang en-bank na sinabi ng COMELEC. Bakit naman kukolekta ang mga EO ng 43 kung meron ang en-bank resolution na tigilan na yan? Sila ay maaaring makasuhan kung hindi susunod sa COMELEC en-bank. So sa tanong po ninyo, anong kaibahan nung 3 weeks ago at saka ngayon? Ngayon po, nagsalita ang COMELEC. Ngayon po, may en-bank resolution po ang COMELEC na inuutusan ang mga EOs, tigilan na nyo, huwag kayong tumanggap. Bago po ngayong araw na ito, sa nakaraang 3 linggo, ang maririnig mo, si Majority Leader, si Senate President, ang inyong lingkod at lahat ng mga senador sa mga manifesto, sa mga pulong, pero wala pa pong en-bank ang COMELEC. Wala pang utos. Kaya, I'll admit, tawag ako ng tawag sa mga EO namin sa Antique, they were helpless. And they would say, sorry po, ministerial po, hindi po namin pwedeng hindi po tanggapin yung mga pirma. Nung kinausap yung mga kapitan at yung mga tao, sinasabi, kasi pumirma po, sabi po kasi may ayuda, palista po ang mga magbibigay. Tapos sabi ko sa COMELEC, narinig nyo, hindi yan sa konstitusyon, kundi ayuda, pero hindi po pwedeng hindi tanggapin. Iba na po ang kwento ngayon, dahil may en-bank resolution po ngayong hapon, gaya ni sabi ni Senate President, na hintuin, stop it, stop PI. Pag yung 43, bukas sabihin natin, ay magsumite, they're violating the en-bank resolution. So in answer to your question, that's the marked difference. Yun po ang malaking kaibahan sa 3 linggong nakaraan. Ngayon po, may resolution ang COMELEC. I hope that clearly answers your question. Thank you.
And also po yung pagtawag kay SP.
Yeah.
We'd also like to, gusto na natin ilagay sa sa records natin, no, na nagpapasalamat din po kami sa lahat ng tumutol
Yes.
dito sa People's
Yes.
Initiative. Hindi lang po Senado ang tumutol dito, may mga civil society groups,
Yes.
ang Simbahan Katolika nagsalita din po, iba't ibang grupo, of course the Church of the Jesus Lord Group also nagsalita in one, in unison. Marami pang ibang mga, of course, sektor, yung mga manggagawa, nagsalita, nagrally pa nga sila dito sa amin na in support of our position against the PI. So, nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyo lahat. Hindi po kayo nawala ng pag-asa katulad namin at nagpapasalamat kami sa ating mahal na Panginoon dahil today our prayers were answered. Our prayers were answered.
National Bible Day.
It's National Bible Day. It's a victory for democracy for our country. It's a victory. But it's one battle. The wars that have been won. It is one battle. Why? Because hindi pa natuldukan yan. Tutuldukan na talaga namin yan para wala nang resurrection. Baka maging zombie pa yan at bumalik.
SP, doon sa discussion nyo po kay...
Yes. Nakahinga ako ng maluwag, lalong-lalo na nung nakita ko na sa news na naglabas po ng pahayag ang COMELEC. Talagang naluha po ako. And for the institution, for our democratic principles, for the systems of checks and balances.
SP, doon po sa discussion nyo kay Presidente, sinabi niya po nakakausapin niya si Speaker to stop na yung PI o may mga personal siyang binanggit?
He said he will be talking to the speaker and to all those involved. He'll be speaking to them.
Acknowledge niya, sir, na yung po na si Speaker din yung isa.
Alam naman niya na maraming congressmen ay tumutulong dito sa initiative na to. And hindi po sila nagsisinungaling. Marami pong congressmen like Congressman Salceda, other congressmen who were saying that Dong Mendoza, Dong Gonzales si Dong Gonzales was saying na they're actively participating, they were monitoring. So we all know that there were congressmen involved in this. So I hope that they will listen to the President's instructions. I hope they will listen to the President's appeal to stop all this kasi nagkakagulo na, not good for the country. It is so divisive that we should move away from this particular issue. Yes.
How do you deal with these trade relationships with the congressmen?
Siguro, muna kami? Alam ko, medyo strained ang aming relationship ngayon with the House of Representatives, and we're going to try to stand above the fray, above the clouds, and be more statesman-like here. We will continue to work in a professional manner with the House of Representatives. We will try, to reach out leadership between the leadership of the House and the leadership of the Senate and see how we can get the consensus na trabaho muna tayo. Of course, hindi na katulad noon siguro na parang best of friends, no? But I think we can work for the people professionally. Marami pa tayong bills na nakabinbin on BICAM. So siguro after this, we can move on and discuss the legislative work that is on hand.
Sir, we consider this development as a victory sa Senate?
No, not the victory for the people.
For the people.
Not just the Senate, it's a victory for the people.
Can I just say that this is not just the victory of the Senate, but the victory of the people because it shows that you are sovereign. Kayo ang dapat sinusunod. Dapat ang gobyerno ay sensitibo sa damdamin at bukang loob ng ating mga kababayan. Hindi ito dapat isinasantabi, hindi ito inaabuso, hindi ito nilalapastangan. Nakikinggan at pinag-aaralang mabuti kung ano ang epekto ng ating mga ginagawa. So ito po ay isang napakalaking welcome development para sa atin at gaya ng sabi ng aming Senate President, hindi dapat dito matapos ang laban kung di dapat talagang tuldukan dahil we don't want another zombie to come out in the future.
No, nakakuha ko ng text from Yusek Chalagamon, yan ang secretary po ng Pangulo. And she invited me, it's in my phone, where's my phone?
That's okay.
Oh, never mind, yeah. So basically, sinabi lang kung pwede daw ako makipag-meeting kay Presidente. No, for the record, kasi I don't want na sabihin nila na yesterday po. Yesterday ng after lunch. Kasi at least alam nyo na hindi ako nagtawag dito, hindi ako pumunta doon by myself. This was actually a message yesterday, and quote, "The President wants to meet with you tomorrow at 10 a.m. sa Bahay Pangulo." Joining the president will be the former Senator Juan Ponce Enrile and E.S. Bersamin. And shortly after, the president will leave for Vietnam after lunch. Hindi, sinabi ko din po yan kanina, di ba, we had won one battle, hindi laban dahil nga, tutuldukan in suspended animation with the end in view of the COMELEC reviewing its rules on the People's Initiative, right? So we will be filing the necessary legal case that will show that this People's Initiative was flawed from the very beginning. It was wrought with signature buying, etc., etc. It was not led by the people, and of course, the other very important merits of the case, which I'm not going to mention now, but I will not telegraph our punches. And so, ang prayer po namin dyan ay maglabas na po ng desisyon ng COMELEC na itong particular initiative na to is flawed, unconstitutional, and therefore should be dismissed with finality.